hope you're having a very Merry Christmas Eve. We have lots of goodies in store for you today, including a trip down memory lane from our live show in Dallas to the hair-raising haunted house experience that Jesse and I had, and Juan fulfilling his childhood dreams at the MLB All-Star Game. We're taking a look back at some of the most fun moments of the year, including a special Christmas treat. Greg, Jesse, and Juan head to New York City's famous FAO Schwarz toy store. We have a lot to cover, but first, each of us had a lot of memorable moments this year, so our team put together some individual highlights of the five of us. I'm going to go first. Watch this. Kevin.
What about Kevin?
Oh, my gosh. That was a commercial break flub, and I'm so sorry. I'm going to get fired again. The scar that I have is from when I fell off the three-wheeler.
So bad.
So Jesse just asked me if I was actually wearing heels because I'm so short, but no, we were told to wear our flats.
There we go. Is that better? Are we framed up? I just want to make sure everybody knows at home, Dana is actually wearing heels. She's even shorter.
I'm not wearing heels. I'll take them off.
She's even shorter than she appears on some. Hey, that's Dana.
Dana's corny jokes. Here we go. Which letter is the coolest? Okay, what do you call a running turkey? What do you call a short court trial? Can I just show that chart? I know we got to go for.
Dana loves her charts.
It's a great chart, and I sent it to everyone this morning so that they could take a look at
at
these.
7 in the morning, you get like 8 charts from Dana.
Didn't you think it was interesting?
I didn't look at it either.
You didn't even click on it?
I opened it and then I closed it.
Who sends charts before 9 a.m.?
Let me tell you about Jasper. My dog, Jasper. Jasper's birthday. Jasper. 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 Be Jasper. 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 Jasper.
Chasing people around with a reptile,
Oh my
even
gosh.
going into the walk-in
what
with it. Oh,
Hello, Dana.
Hi, Mom.
I just wanted to tell you that you're not in trouble.
I almost cried then. I almost cried. I can't believe that all happened in 1 year.
You had a wild year, and there are a lot of highlights, a lot of lowlights. My God. By the way, those aren't jokes; those are riddles.
Oh, do you want me to change it? To
Corny
Dana's
riddles. This should be corny riddles. But are you amazed how often you say Jasper now?
I am a little amazed.
That we just did a Jasper intervention.
Yeah, we did. I can't believe how many days I take off, and half of those highlights are someone else in the chair. Jeez. Do I take a lot of vacation?
Yeah, you do.
I do?
Well, your hair's off.
Either that or everyone who works on the show doesn't like watching you again.
Too much, Jesse.
by the way, I don't think that they're bad. I think that I would call them jokes because they make me laugh.
Yeah, but
Very
a joke is different than a riddle, and that's a riddle.
It's a riddle, but corny jokes works a lot better
Than a corny riddle. Exactly.
Can I tell you something about your height? I mean, first of all, that's a fantastic thing because you would make a great professional snowboarder or a gymnast. My oldest daughter reached a milestone this year because she's now Dana +3.
Wow.
She's 5'3". Mm-hmm.
You are 5 feet
Do you know
tall.
what I could do with 3 extra inches of height?
Oh, thank God you said height.
I could reach all sorts of things.
What could you do, Greg?
Greg, you know what? It's funny. My mom was, I think, 4'11", but you never really noticed it.
Well, if you're
She had
4'11",
big
you cheat and you say you're 5 foot.
Yeah, yeah, you cheat. But short people have, they're larger than life.
Well, what I'm really looking forward to is this next roundup. We have some really entertaining stuff. Take a look at Jesse's highlights.
You'll be in this, Jesse.
Oh, good. There we go. Get it locked in. Civilization started going downhill when I joined the Five. Slim Jims, a weapon.
Yes.
And lots of books to read.
John Fund had a piece in National Review today.
I read that. Andrew McCarthy had a great piece in the National Review today.
Oh, wow. We've been quoting him all week.
I'm going to read that after Tucker's.
Jesse.
And Ann Coulter's. What's so funny?
That thing.
You've seen my bedstand. I think we should use more movie clips in the show. It's a really good way if you're not funny enough to get the audience to laugh a little bit more.
Jesse, you're the king of whataboutism, and I'm thinking.
Oh, I got a good one for this. This is what I call a whataboutism scandal. Here's some whataboutism, Juan. You came to the right person about whataboutism, Juan. Finally, someone to defend whataboutism. Whataboutism is like... And then lastly, stop talking about your hair. I have a new hairstyle that I'm debuting.
There we go.
And I want to take it around the table. If anybody can notice to the side, it's a little different. I feel like I'm considered like a metrosexual at Fox News for some reason. So I was thinking, how would I look with hair like that? Do we have? There it is.
Oh, it's the same.
You know, my mother told me to stop talking about my hair, so I'm going to ignore that insult, Greg. I was severely bullied as a child, and,
You deserved it.
Really?
It was, my good looks, my intelligence. I've never bullied. I've always been bullied. We're so out of touch, Dana. Juan has been exhibiting some signs of Trump derangement syndrome. He's extremely short. No offense, he's extremely short. Jesse stereotypes.
Yes, exactly.
Short.
No,
Whataboutism in hair.
Whataboutism in hair. Are those my highlights? I think we can do better than that.
I don't know.
You know what? I can't believe they didn't show your jackets. I love your jackets. You wear the lightest, most beautiful jacket.
Yeah, we'll do that next time. You mean my
the
powder blue?
Liberace of
Yeah, the
Fox
powder
News.
blue. What'd you
My
say?
powder
He's
blue?
the Liberace of Fox News.
Is that what it is?
I'm something at Fox News. Oh, man.
Anyway, but the big star, of course, is your mom's.
Mom text.
Yes, those are
she
the.
is. Everybody loves her.
We should do the whole show on that one time.
I think we should and make it a lot easier for the rest of us.
That's true.
Yes.
It'd be even easier than Facebook Friday.
Yes.
By
That's
the way,
possible.
your mom gave me that Trump countdown clock?
Yes.
It's speeded up, Mom. I need more.
It's going 8 years, not 4.
All right, I love having you here. So
Oh,
that's-
well, thank you very much.
All right. Next, we get a real treat. Here's Juan's.
Guess what? And guess what? Guess what? Because guess what? Guess what? Take a look at my grandkids, folks. Eli's starting 3rd grade. The girls are off to 1st grade. I brought back some pictures of Rafi and Morgan. Here's their magic moment, exchanging rings with Father CJ. Yep, that's me, 40 years ago, cutting my wedding cake. Party time. Time for one more thing. These are the dog days of summer. Big boys cry, too. Folks, I'm all shook up. Saturday, it was Girls Gone Wild in D.C. Talk about jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire. Achoo! Democrats aren't the ones to blame. Oh, come on. Greg, come on. That's what you see. That's what I'm like, come on.
Go ahead.
Come on, man. Come on,
You're
lady.
supposed to-
The
Come
quiz
on.
show.
Come on. But anyway, the larger point to my mind.
Which I'm right.
Well, that's always true. That's always true.
You have optimism swirl. You have the peace pendulum.
Responsibility.
If you want to blame,
What is the Democratic platform?
we change our memories.
Jawbone down
Oh,
the
my
Fed, and then
Well, it's interesting because the answer is B.
Juan won.
Good job, Juan.
Juan won. Williams, congratulations.
I think America-
Hey, by the way, do I get a little more respect having won both the supermarket and...
No, you don't
Juan's
get no
the king of the
respect.
quiz.
Okay, all right.
Thanks,
Juan,
Juan.
it's the only time Juan is right.
You know what I realized? Your one more thing intros are like what the local newscaster does.
Yeah,
You know,
it's a euphemism every single time.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, here's one. Ready? Guess what?
Yes.
Come on. That's the way it rolls.
I like it.
And then a facial expression of
And
disbelief.
then,
You left out the. I don't know what's going on at this table.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here at this table.
But that's a perpetual state. That's like always for me, right? No. I tell you, that's a lot of fun to see because it's like self-revelatory.
Yeah.
Guess what?
You know,
Yeah.
it kind of made fun of you showing a picture of your family, but I love how much you love your family.
Oh, well, that's good.
That's wonderful. I mean, you talk about them and you really give people a glimpse inside because they think that you're the worst person on the planet, a lot of viewers. And then when they meet your family, they realize that you are deeply connected. And the fact that you have raised Republicans gives a lot of viewers hope.
I see.
You did one thing right. Williams.
Yeah, the one thing. That's the funny part about this is it's like, well, did they think I was born like without a family or never had a family?
Oh.
The thing about guess what is that that could be any year.
Yeah.
That's right. I do it all
Yeah.
the time.
And as much as they give
And
you a
it's
hard
spreading.
time,
It's spreading.
spreading?
Because you keep doing. Now everybody's doing it. You hear it everywhere.
well, yes, you must watch a lot of TV.
I do.
Because guess what?
What?
We have
know what
more TV to do, and we're going to have a chance now to go down Greg's
What do I
memory
repeat?
lane. Watch this.
It's all about bowels. And she circled the earth in a gravy boat. Dana Perino. She snorkels with a macaroni, and she skis in a sugar bowl. And a paperclip is her trombone. And a staple is her balance beam. I got my bread bear. I'm going to watch your special coverage, holding the bear. The bear means everything. One more thing. Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
The green food here in the D.C. Bureau is not good. Knitted Lou Dobbs a bodysuit that he wears. On the weekends, me and Lou Dobbs will go to the park, and we use our own body weight as resistance training. Born to be Wild, The Life and Times of Lou Dobbs. Yeah, 'cause this book is doing great, by the way. If you haven't purchased it yet, you haven't bought my book, you're dead to me. It's the Gutfeld monologues. I got a gift for every one of you, and I forgot to sign them. I'll be there with my book, and then you can buy the book, because it'll change your life. My mic died? Do it now? Is it?
Use hers.
I need a mic. This is a crazy show. All right. So anyway, I'm going to be in Dallas. I'm going to be be in Fort Worth, Texas.
It's time for...
Animals are great. Animals are great. Animals are great. This hamster is great. You know what animal's really great? How about a little duck? Animals are great. Animals are great.
I think that's run its course.
Animals are great. It's incurable.
You know, you can define your year as animals are great and your book. That's it.
But
That's it.
And
my
then
book,
Dobbs.
And Dobbs.
Dobbs, my book, and animals. What else do you need?
Sounds like an ideal weekend.
It is.
By
By the way, if I invent one thing and no one ever remembers anything else, it's animals are great.
It's pretty good.
What happened with Brett Baer saying Captain Kangaroo brought that?
He was wrong.
He was wrong.
I looked it up. Captain Kangaroo sang an entirely different song. And ironically, his name's Bear, but he doesn't know much about animals.
One thing that you found on your book tour, to bring this full circle, is that the little kids that watch the Five, they love to watch One More Thing. They love the animal.
Because if you just have one little animal thing or one yelling thing, like somebody acting really silly, kids like it. It's like, didn't you remember when you watched a show as a kid and you liked it, but you didn't really know what was going on?
That's you, Greg, doing it for the kids.
Yeah, I'm doing it for the kids. Like this sweater with that Santa on a unicorn.
Do you leave that here at the office and bring it out every year?
This has been sitting on a shelf for like 365 days.
Did you have it Hollanderized?
What?
Did you have it Hollanderized?
No, I don't know. And it does kind of smell.
What's
Oh, wow, great.
Hollanderized?
That's when you take. It's an old word for tailoring.
Oh.
All
So
right.
here's my relationship to you, Greg.
Yes.
When I go out into the rest of the Fox world,
Right.
I say, Lou, don't complain to me. I don't control Greg. And then if I go to DC, the DC bureau, I say, Brett, look, this is between you and Greg, not me. Leave me out of it, right? And then Dana will come up to me and say, don't you think he's making fun of me? I said, no, Dana, it's all in good fun. Good fun.
Oh, good fun. It's true. Talk about good fun. Watch Kennedy.
Oh no.
Show them up.
Well, I'm just watching the fireworks with a basket of popcorn here. This is Canard Depardieu.
Oh, that's a great name.
Thank you.
By the way, I like his
Adorable.
haircut.
Oh, he's so sweet. It looks like Jesse. What do you say?
You want the president to
Trump
have
2020?
another summit with Vladimir Putin?
You're tough, Kennedy. All right, I give up.
How do you think I broke my foot? I was kicking a shark in the face.
All right.
I have this vision of Robert Mueller like a painter, just standing in front of his canvas going, oh, I'm an artist, and you never really know when it's done.
You hit the nail on the head, Miranda.
No. It's Charlotte, Samantha.
Miranda is you're Miranda. I am Charlotte.
Western Europe needs Destiny Child, bills. Can you pay my bills? My mom worked for the phone company. I told her I was going to spend the night at a friend's house, but I really went to the Republican convention at the beach to Dorchester, and my mom is a lifelong Democrat. It's the only time in my life I was grounded. Jesse, I know I've told you this before. If ever I'm in a bad mood, all I do is go to YouTube and watch crying Hillary supporters from election night.
I love Kennedy's imitation. Did you hear her do Bernie Sanders?
Yes, that's great.
That was good.
But you know what?
He needs more than 1%. This is a drink called the Hillary. To celebrate National Tequila Day. Smash blackberries, some lime, because it's got to be a little bit bitter. And enough tequila to get you hammered to help you break the glass ceiling. Just a little bit more.
Is that allowed? Kennedy, you're always good for a few laughs.
Oh, bless your bones.
Yeah, you know you're funny. It's an inside joke. There's an anchor that actually went up to Kennedy and said, you know you're funny.
Yeah, for abroad.
For abroad, yeah, that's what he said.
Lou Dobbs, can you believe
No, it wasn't Lou
There we go
Dobbs.
again.
It wasn't Lou Dobbs. This is better. You know those shows that used to do flashback episodes?
Yeah.
I hated that. But this is
I
better.
love flashback episodes sometimes when you have like.
I just like flashbacks.
Whatever happened to that chick? Is that chick okay? That little baby?
The duckling?
The
Yes,
duckling?
the duckling, oddly enough, changed species and blossomed into a beautiful swan.
Oh, is that what they become, swans?
Sure. Yeah, that's absolutely right. They
I believed
started
it.
as baby
I'm
ducklings.
curious what you hear, like when you're out and about in the world. What do people ask you about the Five?
They always ask about Juan and like, why do you guys let Juan get away with so much stuff?
That's
and I
true.
think Juan probably feels very exasperated. But I had, when I was filling in for you the other night at the L'Oreal Woman of Worth ceremony.
Oh, you backed out of that, Dana?
No,
No, I was at a funeral.
Oh, never mind.
Way to go, Greg.
But
Yikes.
a young man who worked at the hotel said, you got to look out for Juan. He's my guy.
Yeah.
I watch Fox, and I watch The Five for Juan. So,
All right, there
but,
you go.
they always want to know.
By the way, I have a
my
question.
uncle has a crush on you.
You can't drink alcohol on TV, but you made that amazing
Tell me
drink.
now.
But did it taste good?
It was fantastic.
Oh.
Yes, I've got one called The Sweet Chariot.
Oh, so you can drink in commercial breaks.
I do.
That's good to know.
What do you think's in here?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mention for yours, Scott Adams.
What? Oh!
That would have been great.
I can't believe you guys didn't.
The producers.
Yes.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
my gosh, the best of, the worst of. It's the best of times, it's the worst of times. But actually, it's always the best of times on the 5.
That would be a good lead for a book.
Which one?
I don't know.
Oh, the best of times.
Please don't write another book.